father, Noam Shalit, is in Britain to raise the profile of his son's case. He's in our central London studio, together with one of the organisers of a solidarity march and concert, Tamar Cross. Hello to both of you this morning. Sir, it's not an easy question to begin by asking you, but how confident are you that your son is still alive?
Well, we hope that he is alive. The Hamas claims that he is alive. He's well and alive.
The most recent prisoner exchange, of course, involved the Israeli government handing over hundreds of Hezbollah prisoners, live Hezbollah prisoners, for the bodies of 2 Israeli soldiers. Did you support that deal?
Well, actually, there was 5 prisoners that were released in this swap deal.
There were 5 key prisoners, but the deal itself involved more than 5 people, didn't it?
No, it involved 5 people only.
Okay, well, what is the latest information that you've managed to get on the health of your son?
Well, we haven't got a clue about his health, about his mental health, about his physical health, about his conditions. The Hamas is not allowing any access of any independent person or body to verify his condition and his health for 27 months already.
Let's talk to Tamar Cross, who's with you there. If Tzipi Livni becomes the Prime Minister of Israel, as looks likely at the moment, do you think that would help Mr. Gilat's case?
I feel that the issue and the plight of Gilad Shalit is way beyond any political issue at the moment. We are referring to, we have a committee of over 40 young professionals here in London that have come together to promote the message that Gilad's captivity is beyond a political issue of the Middle East. It's a humanitarian issue. Gilad's circumstances and the way he was kidnapped, it's a crime against humanity, and it should be addressed not only by the Israeli government and not referred to just as a political problem. It's a problem that is international as far as we're concerned, and should be to have more people involved in it. Gilad was kidnapped in Israeli soil. Gilad was a young soldier of 22 who was doing his national service. The fact that we don't know anything about his condition is dreadful, that a family must go through something like this, and we all feel the pain, not just Israelis, not just from the Jewish community. We have people from all religions and all communities alike, and what we are striving to do is really unite as many people as we can to show that Hamas, that have captured him and are holding him for over 800 days, can bring him back. Israel does want peace. Both the government that is today and the government that can come in the future want this peace and want to negotiate, and it's just very important that we continue all these negotiations. The Hamas will release him and bring him back to his family where he belongs.
Do you think the 2 sides are moving in the right direction out there?
I think that it's important to remember that Hamas took Gilad in a very violent way by making tunnels after creating infrastructure of terror in Gaza, when the Israeli government withdrew and took every single Israeli soldier and every single Israeli civilian from Gaza in hope that the Palestinians will be able to create a modern society and blossom. And the Hamas, instead of that, putting such an infrastructure of terror and creating tunnels into the border, crossing the border to Israel, and taking and killing soldiers and attacking in the army posts and taking Gilad is way beyond any crime that belongs to a political issue. It's a humanitarian issue. And that,
I'm terribly sorry, we're almost out of time. Can I just ask Noam Shalit, just before you go, that the impact this has had on your family, not knowing what's happened to your son?
Well, of course, for us it's a continuous nightmare. It's a day-by-day struggle, and to go on with our lives and to go on with our combat to release him with in all possible channels all over the world, in Israel, especially in Israel, and other channels abroad.
Thank you both for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Now, Josh Hartnett has become the latest Hollywood